Cutting the crap with a heart of gold. It's Ken Oath.
Seeing as this is Maori Language Week, I'd like to congratulate Winston, the only one talking about bringing back smacking in this country. We've spared the rod for far too long. You only need to turn on the TV to see the fallout. Hooded youth listening to hideous music, sending pictures of their anatomy to each other, and that's just the All Blacks. He's also the only one calling for an end to the madness of the Maori seats in Parliament, and he's a Maori himself. Those seats are reverse racialism, plain and simple. This is a hangover from the disastrous Alliance Labour mob back in the 1990s, of course, if you ask me. Go ahead, caller. Welcome to the show. Kia ora, Tane.
It's Tane, but hey, you're making a good effort, so kapa you, Ken. And seeing you talking through that hole in your backside again, I'm actually amazed you can form words.
Oh, Tane, well done. That was an impressive opening salvo. I may not agree with you, but as a member of Toastmasters, I appreciate an attention-grabbing introduction to an argument. Proceed, my good man.
Those meds are working out for you, eh? Maybe they'll help your comprehension, because, the Maori seats have been around a little longer than you postulate. They actually date back to the Maori Representation Act of 1867.
Well, I bet women couldn't vote back then, though, could they?
Not until the 1890s, I think, but what's that got to do with it?
Well, you guys are always bleating on about how hard done by you are, but you don't seem to care that much about the women, do you? A bit strange, that, and you don't let them speak on the Marais, a bit like Saudi Arabia.
What? Not even vaguely correct.
People in glass fares, Tani, see what I did there? That's an old debating trick. I painted you into a corner, my boy. Let's hear your argument on the anti-smacking legislation. No doubt you support that ridiculous law.
I reckon some people probably deserve a good smack.
Sounds like you're making sense for a change, but I'm sure deep down you're wrong. And I'll tell you why after the break.
Spare the rod and spoil the child. It's common sense, isn't it? Hi, I'm Brad McKenzie, owner and operator of 12 Mile Limit Tours. We provide daily sea cruises where you can take your children and legally smack them at sea, once outside the territorial waters of New Zealand. Make a day of it with a complimentary hamper. Choose from ham and cheese sandwiches, a delicious curry option, sweet and sour pork. We even cater for vegetarians. So don't let Sue Bradford tell you how to bring up your kids when you can dish out good old-fashioned punishments in a supportive atmosphere while enjoying a day out. But don't take my word for it. Here's some of our happy customers.
We've been having trouble with our boy Jacques, and the naughty step, well, it just wasn't cutting it. So my wife and I booked a passage on 12 Mile Limit. And what a day we had! Brad and his wonderful crew helped to hold Jacques down and muffle his cries as we laid into him. So, it's 2 thumbs up for me.
Since coming to this country, our girl has gone right off the rails, so we jumped at the chance to slap some sense into her. The journey was enjoyable, but the food did leave a bit to be desired. We chose the curry option, but this was more the Kiwi idea of curry. Just some cheap sausages and a pinch of curry powder kind of thing. And of course, it wasn't even vaguely hot. But luckily my wife packed some muesli bars, so really it wasn't a deal breaker. Sunita took her beating well, and even though she left home and won't talk to me, I think it was money well spent. Except for the food.
We couldn't have children, so we borrowed my sister's boy Kane. It was a really lovely day out, and honestly, the joy that we got from wiping the smirk off his little face was just priceless. I definitely recommend it. I mean, it's a bloody good workout too, and my sister says Kane's been lovely and quiet ever since, so yeah, it was awesome.
So whether it be a corrective slap on the bottom for your toddler or a leather belt beating for an ungrateful teen, my crew and I will do our best to make your voyage a pleasant one. At 12 Mile Limit, there really are no limits, but we do have a nurse on hand in case you get carried away. And if things go too far, we can even arrange a burial at sea.
Go ahead, call.